Hi lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Once again, welcome back and Happy New Year. Yes, welcome to 2020. Welcome to 2020 and I hope your year has been going well and I hope you all have been so good. It's so good to have you here once again. Okay. So, before I go into today's video, alright, so my spiritual father made some declarations in our crossover from 31st to January 1. So I would like to, if you permit me, I like to make those declarations, or I would like to say those declarations. And one is, I pray that in this year 2020, your year is going to be filled with melody. Your year is going to be filled with new sounds. And also, I pray that in this new decade, there shall be no decay in your life, and there shall be no decay in the life of every member of your family. I also pray that in this new decade, in this new year 2020, better days are coming for you and better days are coming for your family. In Jesus' name, amen. 2019 was a big year. Yeah, 2019 was really a year for me. And I learned a lot in the year 2019. So today, I'll be sharing with you some of my lessons, some of the lessons I learned in 2019. Yes, some of, because there are so many. So I'll be sharing just some of my lessons for 2019. So because I didn't want to forget them and because I didn't want to mix them up, I had to write them down in my notebook. So that is how serious I am for today's video. My first lesson for 2019 was, who are you serving? Yes, who are you serving? So this lesson was being presented to me as a question when I came to realize at a point in my life last year, 2019, that my Christian life, or the life I live in the midst of people and the life I live secretly, were just two different things. I mean, they were two different lives. And the Bible said we cannot serve two masters at the same time. You can't say you serve God and your life in the secret place is different. Just like you can't say you're a holy person when you go to church and then when you're in the midst of your friends or somebody else. That's not how it's meant to be. So who really are you serving? So if you're serving God or whatever God you are serving, serve them with your heart and choose just one. You can't be a lukewarm person. You can't be a lukewarm Christian, okay? So choose one thing. Who really are you serving? Are you for God? Are you for the world? You can't serve God and serve money. You can't serve God and serve the things of this world. You've got to choose one. You've got to choose one. So who really are you serving? That was my first lesson for 2019. My first lesson for 2019. And my second lesson for 2019 is, don't be a people pleaser. I can't believe that one day I'll sit down right here making a video talking about it, because the person who is talking to you right now has awards in pleasing people. I am a sorry, God forbid, not I am. I was a deep people pleaser. Do not be a people pleaser. Gosh, that thing is so annoying. I mean, it is so hurting. Reason is because you tend to put the happiness of people first before yours. If you tend to please people, like you always want to make people happy. You don't want them to be hurt. You don't want them to be sad. Even in times whereby you are not supposed to say yes, you end up saying yes. And the Bible said, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. And funny enough, you can't say your yes will be yes and your no will be no if you're a people pleaser. It's not possible. And it's not possible at all. So do not be a people pleaser. I mean, you can't please everybody in this world. We are being created by God to please just God alone and not any man. So do not be a people pleaser. No matter what you do for people, some people are still going to complain. Don't kill yourself trying to please people. Don't kill yourself trying to make people happy. Lord, take it easy. So do not be a people pleaser. That was a hard lesson, a hard bondage. Yeah, I call it a bondage because I felt like at a point in my life, I will never stop pleasing people. I will never stop trying to make people like me even when they do not want to. Okay? So I learned it in a hard way. So do not be a people pleaser. Stop trying to please people. You can't please everyone in this life. Go and please your maker. Go and please God, the one who created you. Okay? All right. So the next lesson I learned for 2019 is the power of separation. I need to use my hand well for this one, so permit me to drop my book. Yes. The next lesson is the power of separation. Gosh, do you want to grow? Do you want to be better? Do you want to be great in life? Then you should be ready and willing to separate from a lot of people and from a lot of things that will not help you and that will not even help you get to that place of your destiny. Be willing to separate from those things. And that was something I had to learn in 2019, learning to separate from negative people, from toxic people that will not even help you at all. You know, people that will make you feel less of yourself, people that will make you feel insecure. Separate from those people that are so negative, that will make you see yourself in a different kind of way. Be willing to separate from those people. And now this doesn't have to be with people, it also has a lot to do with be willing to separate yourself from things that can be social media. If you know, when you go to social media or when you go online on Facebook or Instagram, you start feeling the same kind of way, you start feeling less of yourself, then be willing to go away from social media. I mean, be willing to separate yourself from social media. Be willing to separate yourself from things and from people that will not help you reach your place of destiny. Be willing to separate yourself from them. And that is what I learned in 2019. Okay, my next lesson for 2019 was don't go to places you are not invited. Again, don't go to places you are not invited. And you know what? This lesson was actually a word or a prophecy that was being said by my spiritual father during our crossover night for 2018 to January 1, 2019. And he was like, one of the things, the instructions he gave to us was, do not go to places whereby you are not being invited. And when he first said that, I was like, what's my business? Not like I go to places where I'm not being invited and stuff. Me that doesn't really like going out. That's what I was just saying to myself. But really, I learned that I came to understand as the year was going by, I came to understand that lesson, don't go to places whereby you're not being invited, also has to do with do not force yourself on people. I mean, don't force yourself to be friends with people who do not want to be friends with you. Do not force yourself on people. Do not force yourself on things. Don't go to places whereby you are not being invited. First, you're not being invited means you're not needed there. So why do you have to be there? Don't go to places. Don't force relationships that you are not being accepted or you're not being wanted. So don't go to places whereby you are not being invited. That was one of my big lessons for 2019. And my next lesson for 2019 was prayer is powerful. Oh my gosh. Prayer is powerful. Lord, prayer is very, very powerful. And you know why prayer is powerful? Prayer is very powerful because this life we live in is spiritual. Do you know that I wasn't able, if you know the story, but if you do not know the story, I wasn't able to graduate April 28th when my classmates, some of my classmates were graduating. And that was because of some issues I had in school. But aside those issues I had in school, do you know that I had a dream about not graduating or not being able to graduate? But when I woke up from that dream, when I woke up, I took it as nothing. I was like, this one is not possible. But Lord, it came to pass not the same way it was being shown to me in my dream, but in a different kind of way. Now imagine if I had prayed about it. Imagine if I had cast and binded that dream from coming to pass. Do you get? So prayer is very powerful, and aside that, prayer does a lot for us. Like there are a lot of us same battles that God has saved us from Not only because he's faithful, not only because he's loving, but because of the prayers we've prayed. So prayer is very powerful. Prayer can go into your future and make ways or pave ways for you. Prayers can go into your destiny and do the unseen things for you. So prayer is very, very powerful. Prayer is very powerful. And prayer is a way of checking the spiritual health of a Christian. Alright? Prayer is a way of checking your if you're not praying, that means you are sick. If you can't pray, that means you have a problem. So prayer is very, 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 very powerful. Alright. My next lesson for 2019 was don't let what people say about you define you. Don't let what people say about you become your identity or be your identity. Do not let what anybody say about you, not even your parents, not even your friends, not even your teachers. Do not let what people say about you define you or become your identity, because the Bible has told us that we are a royal priesthood, a holy nation. You are being born of God, so do not let what people say about you define you. When people tell me, or when someone says to me, for example, hey, Happiness, you look ugly, you look a certain kind of way, or your nose is this, I'm like, no, I am fearfully and wonderfully made by God. I am born of God. I am born in the image and in the likeness of God. So I know who I am. My identity is being found in Jesus Christ and not in what you say or not in what you think. So do not let what people say about you define you. Now, not only people, not let your financial status or your family background or your circumstances in life or your problems, do not let any of it define you. Don't. That was a lesson I also learned in 2019. My next lesson in 2019 is, or was, it pays to be good. It pays to be good. It pays to help people. It pays to give to people. So you might be feeling a certain kind of way, like, hey, I've been helping this person, I've been doing this for this person, or I've been helping people, but it feels like I'm not being rewarded. A sort of, hey, listen to me. Your reward is in heaven waiting for you. I would get to you, sorry, at the right time, at the right place, and at the right moment. So I had to learn this, that it pays to be a good person. It pays to be kind. It pays to have a pure heart. It pays to be someone who is very helpful. It pays to be nice. It pays to be loving. So sometimes you might be discouraged, but hey, it pays to be good. It pays to do good to people. It pays to be loving. It pays to be kind. All right. My next lesson for 2019 is don't live in your guilt and your shame. Oh God. Yes, you made a lot of mistakes in the past. And so, yes, this happened to you, or yes, you committed one big sin. And so, do not live in your guilt. Do not live in your past. Do not live in shame. Why? Because the Bible says all things are passed away and behold, all things have become new. You're a new creature, okay? And God has forgiven you. So do not live in your past. I was telling someone recently that when the devil brings her past to her, she thought they would shut up your mouth. I am a new creation, okay? Close your mouth, devil. Stop saying rubbish. So do not live in your past. Do not live in your shame. Do not live in your guilt. Do not let the devil play football with your mind. Do not live in your guilt. Do not live in your past. That was a lesson I had to learn in 2019. And the next lesson for 2019 is power of words. Your words are very powerful. Even the words people say to you are very, very powerful. So you have to be careful of the things you confess to yourself and the things you let people say to you. Guard your heart. Be careful of what you hear. Be careful of what you tell yourself. Be careful of what people tell you, because words are extremely powerful. So if you call yourself a failure, then you're a failure. If you call yourself a disaster, then you're a disaster. So you have to wake up in the morning and learn to speak life to yourself. Wake up in the morning and tell yourself, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am awesome, I am wonderful. So learn to speak good things to yourself. Learn to make positive confessions to yourself. And do not let video is becoming too long and I don't want it to be too long, okay? So the last lesson I'm going to give for today is this. It's not in my notebook. It's not in my notebook. It's be your best. Be you. Work on you. Work on your goals. Plan. Don't sit down depending on your parents. Don't sit down depending on that your uncle, your auntie, your friend, your spouse or whatever. God has blessed you with hands, and these hands are meant to be worked on, are meant to be used to do something. So learn to work hard. Be you. Work on yourself. Work on those goals. Work on those plans of yours. Don't just sit down, relaxing and waiting for manna to fall down from heaven for you. No, work on yourself. Use your hands. Use those gifts and talents that God has given you for something great or for something good. Alright? So that is what you have to do. So that is what I learned in 2019, because I know how to cook, and at a point I was like, I cannot just sit down and not use. I know how to cook very well. So why would I just sit down and not do something and not work hard and not use that gift of mine to gain some side money and stuff and all that, and sitting down waiting for people to send me money or whatever. So I had to use my hand to do something or to work hard. So work on yourself. God has blessed you with talent and with gifts. So why sit down waiting for manna to fall down from heaven for you when you can always do something? Alright, okay, so that is the end of my video for today. I'm so sorry if this video is too long. I'm very sorry. God knows I didn't want to make it too long. So happy new year once more. Happy new year to each and every one of you, and I really want to say thank you so much for all the love. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate for each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really want to say thank you so much from the depth of my heart, and may God bless you all. So yes, I hope to see you in my next video. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Happy New Year, and may this year fill with melodies.